Good morning and welcome to the commencement exercises for Worcester Academy's class of 2013. If you are able, please remain standing for the singing of America the Beautiful and the invocation. Will the Academy singers please come forward?
Let us be in the spirit of prayer. Sacred One, source of all that is good and right and beautiful and true. Yours was the unspoken presence that has accompanied us every day of this journey. Be with us now and bless this hour. Give to us hearts of gratitude for those who have been tireless in passing on what they know, for family and friends who have walked with us, for those not here today, but who have been in memory and love, and sit among the cloud of witnesses cheering this victory. Give to us your grace, for we all sit here with some regret in hand, things we could have done differently, risks we should have taken, times when we were unkind. In your grace, help us to let go. Remind us that the universe is in good hands, and the one who can make the sun to rise each morning can make good use of our efforts, even when they fall short. Gracious God, you have taught us to everything there is a season, and soon it will be time to leave these gates. Be with these graduates in this real world that greets them and inspire in them the courage and energy to make it a better place. Holy One, source of all that is good and right and beautiful and true, give to us the gift of rejoicing. The hard work is over. Bless our celebration with light hearts and wide smiles, for the reaping of all that was sown has begun. Amen.
You may be seated. Welcome once again to the commencement exercises for our class of 2013 here at Worcester Academy. My name is Ron Sino. I'm the head of school. It is my pleasure in a moment to introduce our salutatorian to give her address, but before I do, just a quick word about how the valedictorian and salutatorian are chosen here at Worcester Academy. We elect a group of students to our Cum Laude Society each year, and from amongst that group, the class determines by vote who will be their valedictorian and salutatorian. So it is a true honor because it's bestowed by both the faculty and the graduating class. This year's salutatorian is Julia Kuwarski.
So unfortunately, I lost my voice the day before graduation, so kind of bear with me here. But Mr. Sino, Ms. Ahalt, trustees and administration, faculty, parents, and the class of 2013, welcome to Worcester Academy's 179th commencement ceremony. I came to Worcester Academy at the beginning of my junior year, wanting to be challenged academically and athletically. I was unsure if I would be able to rise to the level of my fellow students and teammates, and I set boundaries for myself, convinced that I simply could not compete with many of the talented and intelligent students seated before you today. My mind was changed only after a few weeks of attending WA. I soon realized that I could exceed my own expectations through the support of my family, several teachers, my advisor, Ms. Peterleitner, and most importantly, the friends I made during those first few weeks. The encouragement I received, especially from Maddie Ogerholm, impacted me not only in the classroom, but also on the soccer field. The girls' varsity soccer team winning the championship upon entering a new, more competitive division was the first of many experiences that led me to believe that with teamwork and the will to do your best, anything can be accomplished. To me, the entire community seemed to have one collective goal: to challenge one another to succeed. The support and competitive nature I found in my fellow students forced me, and has forced most other students, to surpass the boundaries we set for ourselves and to do what we do not think is possible. Out of the 5 core values, community and challenge have been 2 ideas that have helped shape the entire class of 2013 into the individuals we are today. Whether it be the school spirit that we revived this year during Winter Carnival and several fundraisers, or the overall leadership of the senior class that has been prevalent on teams, in clubs, and throughout the school, we have exceeded expectations and have pulled the WA community even closer together. We have challenged one another and the younger classes to strive for success, and as a class, after these 4 long years, I think we really have lived up to Worcester Academy's motto of achieving the honorable, which has really been hammered into our heads by now. But in addition to this, we've also lived up to what it means to be a hilltopper. Our school mascot has more significance than simply being a ram or the fact that our school is situated on top of a hill. It means that as a community, we climb to new heights and strive to conquer the hills we face each day. Each of us has had our challenges and has struggled on our journey to the top, but none of us have been climbing alone. We've received support and encouragement from one another, allowing each of us to reach our goals and realize that we can accomplish anything if we have the will to do it. Now that we have reached the top of this hill, I hope that the class of 2013 can pass on the Worcester Academy values of challenge and community. I hope that each one of us, as we go our separate ways, can be leaders and helps others strive to do their best, just as the Worcester Academy community has helped us do. Helen Keller once said, "The marvelous richness of human experience would lose something of rewarding joy if there were no limitations to overcome. The hilltop hour would not be half so wonderful if there were no dark valleys to traverse." I believe our class recognizes the joy of accomplishment, and although we will face obstacles in the years to come, I have no doubt that each of us will continue to overcome greater challenges and will ultimately reach that wonderful hilltop hour. I wish the best of luck to every one of my classmates. Congratulations to the class of 2013. Thank you, and God bless.
Last night, many of us were fortunate to be able to celebrate the class of 2013 during Senior Awards Night in Warner Theater. Each year we have a couple of additional awards that we give out at commencement, but there was someone who received an award, or would have received an award last night, except that she wasn't feeling well. And so I want to make sure that we sneak in the presentation of the Sargison Award here today. The George T. Sargison Class of 1927 Award is presented to the senior who, while in attendance at Worcester Academy for more than 1 year, has excelled in athletics and also exhibited leadership in another extracurricular activity. This year's winner is Margaret Gardner. If Margaret could please come on up here. The Bucknell Scholarship is our top academic honor that the faculty bestow upon a member of the graduating class. By vote of the faculty, an honorary award without stipend granted to that senior whose excellence in scholarship and character is most marked. The name of the recipient is carved on an oaken tablet in the Megaron. One of the most wonderful things about this young man is that he puts his heart into everything he does. A deep, reflective thinker, he has a sensitive, insightful, intuitive mind with interests that range from science to literature to drama. Yet it is the study of French and foreign language that truly excites him. After taking a trip to Paris with his family and some students from the WA community, he was inspired, bought some books, and set out to master the language on his own. And he did, despite carrying the highest level courses in all subjects every year and earning superior grades in all of them. Further, his work ethic across the board seems tireless, and he regularly demonstrates a willingness to take on challenges that set a wonderful example for his classmates. Words like exceptional, perceptive, discerning, wide-ranging, disciplined, engaged, confident, astute, and inspirational are adjectives that appear again and again throughout his grade reports, and they help reveal the reach of his intellect. He is the student every teacher wants in his classroom, but rarely encounters. Even in his extracurricular activities, his exuberance is palpable as he has taken on challenges on the stage as an actor, musician, and Dexter Prize participant, in debate and in the water. And he does all this with a smile on his face and a hope and an optimism that will carry him very far throughout life. This year's Bucknell Award recipient is Adam Eckelman. The Sigma Zeta Kappa Cup, awarded annually by vote of the graduating class to that member of the class who has best exemplified the spirit of the school motto, "Achieve the Honorable." The recipient's name will be engraved on a permanent cup. There are few students in the class of 2013 who have earned the same degree of admiration and esteem from the faculty because of the breadth of her interests and talents and her unwavering commitment to serve WA in a truly selfless way. Since her arrival at Worcester Academy in the 6th grade, this student has impressed everyone with her intellect, drive, integrity, and optimistic disposition. She is an enthusiastic member of the debate team, on-site manager for afternoon tunes, and costume designer in our theater department. This student was selected to serve as president of her class freshman and sophomore years and has led the pillars as a cornerstone for each of the last two as a junior and senior. Additionally, she was a facilitator at our diversity teach-in, perfected her Spanish in Costa Rica, and was selected by the school to represent Worcester Academy in Worcester Magazine's issue on future leaders. This student plans to major in psychology at Northeastern, and her genuine, caring nature will make her an excellent therapist someday. She is one of Worcester Academy's finest and has been recognized by her peers for fulfilling the ideal of the school, achieve the honorable. This year's Sigma Cup recipient is Roxanne Anderson. It is now my pleasure to reintroduce you to Adam Eckelman, who will deliver the valedictory address.
Got worried for a second there. Thank you, Mr. Dormitzer, Mr. Sino, Ms. Ahaltz, and my mom, Dr. Smith. Thank you, Worcester Academy faculty and staff, and welcome friends and family of the class of 2013. Thank you, Julia, for your wise words. It's a hard act to follow, but I'll try my best. A few weeks ago, I gave Elisa White a ride home from a fundraiser in Grafton. Sitting in the car, we passed one Dunkin' Donuts after another as we listened to Beyonce and squinted at the windshield in the sun's glare. The whole day was charged with an electric sense of freedom. Spree Day was coming up, and suddenly the quad felt like our own private beach. I was excited and restless, but Elisa and I sat in that car, silent. We could hear each other fidget with the gum wrappers and the CD cases in my car, but not a word was said. You see, I've known Elisa since 7th grade. She's seen me stain every dress shirt I own and watched me fumble through countless PowerPoint presentations. We simply didn't feel the need to talk. Lately, I've started to think about all the rides I've given to all my friends over the past few years. We've crossed Worcester hundreds of times, using neon signs as landmarks amid the late-night traffic. I feel so comfortable with these people that I don't feel the need to talk. I don't need to complain or tell a joke. My friends understand me, and I understand them. There is this bizarre mutual relationship that develops when you spend 2, 4, 6, even 7 years with the same select group of people, day in and day out, rotating the same blue, red, and black ties and meeting up for practice at the same time after school. We start to talk, joke, walk, and think like one another. Girls even find a way to go to the bathroom together. When my stories and experiences are so intertwined with everybody else, it becomes hard to see where I stop and my friends begin. Yet looking around at all these faces, I'm not worried. I've come to realize that together, the people of Worcester Academy shape every little part of me. If there is any overriding lesson I take away from my WA experience, it's that these people have defined who I am, for better or for worse. Let me explain. Every year at Worcester Academy, I became more and more insulated as I gravitated towards some friends and lost contact with others. Like most of us, out of the 150 students in the class of 2013, I probably interact with 40 or 50 people daily. Some friends I talk to during Hill Papas or sit with at lunch. Others I joke around with at the salad bar or wave to as I'm trekking from Kingsley to Walker and back again. I didn't recognize the importance of these people until I started contemplating graduation. The fact that I will never again have the opportunity to awkwardly nod at a friend as they cut through the side path along the student center. I realize now that I chose each of my friends for a reason. Each one reflects a different part of me. In an uncanny phenomenon, my friends have come to define my identity. I may not play lacrosse, but I enjoy every conversation I have with Bob Nichols. He has a blissful, carefree attitude that I notice in myself in joyful times like graduation or spree day. I don't have Robbie Hanson's smile, but in a small way, I try to exude the same sincerity that resonates on his face. I admire the bold and outspoken attitudes of Delaney Randor and Andrew Ryder, and although I will never live up to their fearless examples, I think we all emulate them every once in a while. By adding together all of my friends, I see a true version of myself. Even the people who found a best friend freshman year have slowly branched out. It's impossible to isolate yourself. We are all connected. I urge you to look at the friends you've chosen at WA. Think about those 40 or 50 people you spent every day with and how they shape who you are. Yet this trend is not exclusive to students. My teachers define who I am. By developing relationships with certain teachers, I began to see different qualities in myself. I began to understand why I liked this person and why I looked up to them every day. Some people connect with Miss Thorne over Antiques Roadshow, and others bond with Mr. O'Donnell over baseball. Some students are drawn to Mr. Liller's simple logic and sweet nature, while others gravitate towards Mr. Delaney's feverish humor and boundless dedication. Just like our friends, we choose certain teachers to relate to, and over the years, they have come to define who we are. When college applications asked me, "What is your intended major?" I never knew what to say. I do not have a single intended major. Rather, my academic interests are merely an accumulation of the many mentors who helped me grow, both inside and outside of the classroom. Look at the teachers you love and think about how they have shaped you. I will end with the most important, most defining feature of my life: my family. No, I did not get to choose my family, but I did get to choose the relationship I have with my family. I choose to love my mom and my brothers. They influence me more than anyone else in the world, and over the past 18 years, they have served as a constant reminder of the most essential qualities in myself. This pattern is universal. We choose to surround ourselves with certain people who most aptly define who we are. And then, through the repetition of daily life, be that school or family, these people remind us of ourselves when we get lost. When I sound grumpy, it's always my friends and family who stop me and ask, "What's wrong?" They know me better than I know myself. Thanks, guys. But with all this joy, I have some bittersweet news. Sorry, Lisa, but I can't give you a ride home today. As I head home after the ceremony, I will be driving alone. The class of 2013 will depart in separate cars, heading off to separate parties, and leaving for separate colleges. I would give you all a ride back to my place if I could. I wish we could all sit silently in my car, listening to Beyoncé and thinking about the years gone by. But of course, we can't. In the years to come, we will make new, exciting friends who will bring out qualities we never knew we had. This process will repeat itself, so don't get too teary-eyed just yet. All I ask you to do is look around before you go. Look at our friends, look at our teachers, look at our families. In so many ways, they define who we are. Before you drive home tonight, take a little piece of each of them and put the puzzle back together again. Take a smile or a sense of humor, take a few memories and give a few hugs. Appreciate the incredible people here and carry them with you wherever you go. I know I will. Thank you, class of 2013. I wish you all the best of luck.
Julia and Adam have done an amazing job representing their class here today, but this is a special class. I spoke a bit last night about why they're so special. They embody Achieve the Honorable Shore, they embody the core values, but what they really embody is the desire to look outside of themselves, to see people for who they are, to try to build relationships that will help them grow and change and develop. Hopefully to stay connected to one another for a very long time and stay connected to our great school here at Worcester Academy. So excellent choices and speakers today, class of 2013, but it's just another in a long list of accomplishments and achievements that you've put together that make us all tremendously proud. My next role here today is to introduce our commencement speaker. Dr. Francine Smith, a 1979 graduate of Wesleyan University, received her PhD in biology from the Johns Hopkins University in 1985. A member of the Worcester Academy Science faculty from 2002 to 2012, she served for many of those years as the Academy Science Department Chair. Prior to coming to Worcester Academy, she was an adjunct assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, where she had been since 1996. She was an assistant professor at the University of Massachusetts Medical Center, Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology and Program in Molecular Medicine, and at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Department of Biochemistry and Biophysics. Dr. Smith was a postdoctoral fellow in the University of North Carolina Biology Department from 1986 to 1989, and in the Johns Hopkins Biology Department in 1985 and 1986. In addition to having taught at the university and high school levels, she taught science at the Longmeadow Children's School in Westboro and provided science consulting to the Mary Finn School and Margaret Neary School, both in Southborough, the Science Through Experiments program, and the UMass Educational Outreach program in Worcester. Additionally, she was an invited lecturer to advanced placement chemistry students at Noble and Greenough School in Dedham and a presenter at the National Association of Young Children in Toronto. She has been published many times and received awards from numerous academic, research, and philanthropic organizations over the years, including the American Heart Association, the Biophysical Society, the American Cancer Society, and Wesleyan University. She has been nominated for the University of Chicago's Outstanding Educator Award. Part of the reason she's here today is because she means a lot to all of us here at Worcester Academy. And I think she'd be the first to wish I hadn't read those achievements somewhere along the way, but it's important for you to understand the long record of scholarship and leadership, both within schools and within her community, that Fran embodies on a regular basis. But she's important to us here at the school because she shared her boys with us, she shared her life with us, she's danced around classrooms and made sure that students learn more than they ever thought they could on a regular basis. And so it's for all of those reasons that it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Francine Smith today as our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Dormitzer, Mr. Sino, Ms. Ahalt, and once again, welcome, Worcester Academy faculty and staff, friends and family of the graduates, and the great class of 2013. Even when he was a young child, it was hard to follow in Adam's footsteps. So as you can imagine, I'm not too happy with the order of speakers today. Adam, I want you to know that your brothers and I love you and are so proud of you. And I know that if Julia's family had the opportunity to speak today, they would echo these sentiments to her. It is an honor to have been selected as your commencement speaker. When I told my 3 children that I was to speak at commencement, one of my boys, who will remain nameless, suggested that I was chosen because, quote, Mr. Sino couldn't find anyone else. As you can see, I command a lot of respect at home. My son's comment did give me pause. What useful advice did I have to offer the graduating class? I am not a Nobel laureate or a Rhodes Scholar. I wasn't involved in the civil rights movements in the 60s. It's hard to believe it, but these are some of the accomplishments of past Worcester Academy commencement speakers. However, in the past 11 years, with my 3 wonderful boys and a group of dedicated and loving friends at my side, sorry guys, I have dealt with, as author Lemony Snicket would say, a series of unfortunate events. It is what I have learned during this time and how it pertains to your lives that I will share with you. It is why I believe that Mr. Sino selected me. Although he did mention that I had really good chemistry with the class of 2013. In the next few minutes, there will be no mention of buffers, equilibrium, colligative properties, or stoichiometry, although those of you who had me in class know I do love to say these words. And sorry guys, I'm not going to dance. I will tell you a few stories about my life. So sit back, relax, and hopefully remember a few of the words that I will share with you today. In 1992, my husband David and my 2 sons, Daniel and Matthew, Adam wasn't born yet, moved into our beautiful new home in Southborough. One day, we decided that we needed to move the boxes that the movers had haphazardly put in our unfinished basement. Each night, after Daniel and Matthew went to sleep, David and I changed into old clothes and put on our surgical masks. David was an ophthalmologist, as the basement was filled with construction dust. We dutifully brought down the baby monitor in case the boys, ages 3 and 1, needed us. Now, parents of many kids can attest to this. Of course, by the time Adam was born, we mostly turned the baby monitor off when he cried. But at this point, we were still young parents, eager to make sure that we met our children's every need. After working for a few hours, we would emerge from the basement covered with white dust. David and I would look at each other, now with the white hair of an elderly couple, and imagine that this is how we would look when we were older, retired folks, taking care of our, now I want Daniel, Matthew, and Adam to listen to this, many grandchildren. As many of you know, David died in a car accident in November of 2002. He had just turned 45 years old, and my boys were 8, 11, and 13. I had been diagnosed with breast cancer a few weeks earlier. I will never get to see my husband as an elderly man. As I learned on that day, and again so many times in the past years, many of the plans that you make in life don't come to fruition. Many of you have plans to major in a certain discipline in college, to eventually have a career in engineering or law, education, or medicine. You might already know where you would like to live in your adulthood. It's great to have plans. However, one day you might fall in love, and your plans may be altered by the needs of your partner. You might not get that dream job in California and end up living in Idaho. And I'll tell you a secret. In New York, you kind of skipped 8th grade, so you never got geography. So if my children asked me to point out Idaho on the map, there's a 9 out of 10 chance I couldn't do it. Probably 10 out of 10, right, guys? Yeah. Your ability to be resilient in the face of unexpected circumstances will in many ways determine the course of your life and your overall happiness. However, resilience alone is not enough. You must be willing to learn and grow from your altered circumstances. You might think that my children and I have led an unhappy life for the past 11 years. Although we have had times of sadness, we have tried not just to make the best of our situation, but to fill our lives with happiness and laughter. We have each learned so much from the events of our lives, and I truly believe that my children and I are each better for the trials we've had to endure. We treasure our time together as family, as my children begin to move away and become more independent. Although I'm sure it sounds cliche, Adam, do you like the French word? I try each day to make the moments of my life count and not to worry about the little things. When my boys were young, David and I, like many parents, took them to Disney World, and the flight left quite early in the morning. Before we left, I was vacuuming at 4 a.m. My husband looked at me like I were crazy. My husband looked at me as though I were crazy. And I explained that I like to come home to a clean house. I no longer care about such trivialities. I would give anything to have my husband back, but I am so proud of the family that Daniel, Matthew, and Adam, and I have created in his absence. The past 11 years have not been easy for our family, especially after David died and I was recuperating from cancer treatment. I often felt depressed and jealous of those whose family life seemed normal. I frequently wondered what our family had done to deserve such unfair treatment. I know that this was a difficult time for my closest friends, as they struggled to help me, but couldn't find the right words to make me happy. It took a lot of courage, but one of my friends finally suggested that I might benefit from professional help, a therapist, psychologist, or psychiatrist. It was a long road, but with medical help, I finally learned to deal with my situation and realized that while I could not change the facts of my life, I could decide how I would respond in my new life. I anticipate that as you begin college and enter adulthood, there will be times when life seems overwhelming. Please know that there is always help available for you, and that there is no stigma attached to seeking medical help for emotional problems. You have been fortunate during your time at Worcester Academy to have the resources of Mrs. McCarthy and her colleagues, and your college campuses will have similar support services. Take advantage of these services, for by better understanding yourself and your response to stressful situations, you will become a more complete, healthy person. As I just alluded to, I would not have made it through the past 11 years without the support of my wonderful friends. Unfortunately, I had no family in the area at the time of my husband's death and during my surgeries and treatments. My friends became my family. I began my employment here in September of 2002, moving from a teaching position, as Mr. Sino mentioned, at WPI. A few short weeks later, I found myself in the office of a longtime Associate Director of Admissions, Mrs. Bernstein, telling her of my cancer diagnosis, and then in November, calling to tell her about David's accident. I barely knew Mrs. Bernstein, yet she soon became a frequent visitor to my house, providing all of the necessities, along with delicious cookies that were loved especially by Matthew, that my boys and I needed while I underwent chemotherapy and then surgery. She was not alone, and our home was soon filled with Worcester Academy faculty, staff, students, and parents, all providing untold hours of service to my family. My boys and I fondly remember the delicious picnic cooked for us by Ms. Cotton and Mrs. Schusis, the complete turkey dinner brought by Mr. Baker and his sons, and many, many more delicious meals and welcome company. In fact, once the dinners and the desserts stopped coming, my kids asked every night, "What's for dessert?" And I said, "Guys, I don't make dessert every night." They had to get used to that. This amazing community continued to support our family over the past 11 years as I underwent surgeries and, unfortunately, another cancer diagnosis. Last year, when I left Worcester Academy, my children asked my former colleagues and students if they were interested in sending a note to me, as they were hoping to create a book of memories. Over 100 students, faculty, and staff replied, and this book is one of my most treasured possessions. What can you learn from this story? As you move into adulthood, you might be tempted to take the job with the highest salary or most prestige. However, don't overlook the culture of the company that employs you. It is so important to have a supportive group at work as you go through the joys and sorrows of normal life. It's also wonderful to have a job that you love, one where you feel you are making a difference in the lives of others. I was fortunate to be at Worcester Academy during one of the most difficult times of my life, and I will always fondly remember the faculty, staff, and especially the students who made me smile and laugh each day at school. In addition to my Worcester Academy friends, I was lucky enough to have the love and support of groups of friends that I met throughout my life. In a few weeks, you will meet the members of your residential communities at your respective colleges. I met Marcy Simons on my first day at Wesleyan, and we have been close friends ever since that day. There is something very special in the friendships that you make in college. Living together 24/7 and watching each other develop from children as freshmen to young adults as seniors encourages a rare kind of closeness. Marcy and I have seen each other through trying and joyful times and have been fortunate to become part of one another's families. In fact, this morning, her husband called me just to wish me good luck. In fact, Marcy is attending her second Worcester Academy graduation today, and I am thrilled to have her here to celebrate with our family. Yet our friendship has not succeeded without work. As Adam said, take the time to nurture the friendships that you have made at Worcester Academy and the new connections that you will make in college and beyond, as good friends are truly one of the joys of a happy life. As you leave Worcester Academy, I wish that each of you experiences the best that life has to offer. Challenge yourself each day, make wonderful new friends, and remember the Worcester Academy community. Congratulations, class of 2013, and thank you.
You've heard so much today about community and how you build it around yourselves and how you sustain it. And I have a lot of faith that you will internalize the words that you've heard today as graduates and perhaps as the audience members and try to make our world a better place. That's what this is really all about. Thank you, Fran. Well, the time has come. It's time to start presenting those diplomas to the class of 2013. I'd like to ask Ms. Ahalt to please take the podium.
Okay, so let's seize the moment. Ready, Mr. Sino? All right. Kofi K. Abankro. Allison G. Ajayan. Shona W. Allen. Anita Allure. Roxanne O. Anderson. Jaris Azerbay in absentia. Yakshin Balgobin. Candace O. Andrews. Kara M. Banson. Anthony M. Berry. Christina E. Belforti. Hollis M. Belrose. Mary Elena Boyd. Michaela Teresa Britt. Alexandria Brown. Ha Bui. Rachel M. Burns. Megan Elizabeth Butler. Thomas Butler. Luing Zhao. Vito Joseph J. Capuano. Connor M. Carew. Dominic V. Casamasima. Renee David Castro. Darren T. Cedrone. John San Chan. Tai Swan Chang. Se Quan Chung. Juan David Cho. Se Yan Chun. Yu Tong Chung. Andrew D. Clothier. Lon R. Crofton. Jessica Michelle DePatty. Denzel A. Geronimi. Gabrielle Rose D. Benedetto. Libby Yakira Feingold Dimmenstein. Ding ding. A.B. Mene Dabeni. Adam M. Eckelman. Presenting Adam with his diploma is his mom, Dr. Smith. Nicholas J. Economos. Badia T. Elmer. Marissa L. Endow. Monica B. Ernenwine. Amelia Forbes Erskine. Grant Tujin Fan. Joseph P. Finn. Patrick F. Finn. Samuel F. Fiorillo. Aiden Fly. Shannon C. Flynn. Chung Gao. Jinzer Gao. Margaret E. Gardner. David B. Gibson. Michael J. Gaynor. Connor E. Gleason. Patrick L. Grady. Tyler Christopher Graham. Rachel J. Green. Samantha B. Greenberg. Lauren E. Haddad. Seung Woo Han. In absentia. Robert Hanson. Catherine Kimball Herbert. Gregory J. Hemmer. Andrew R. Horsfield. Alex Wainwright House. Spencer Hull Rafferty. Patricia T. Jacobson. Priyanka D. Javlikar. Joseph A. Jenkins. Hee Young Kung. Yu Po Cao. Gabriel S. Cates. Ji Wan Catalina Kim. Young Hyun Kim. Fatima Kobesi. Matthew M. Lavelle. Quan Lee. Rebecca Ann Levin. Tyler Loring. Melissa Sarah Danielle Luador. Kai Malcote in absentia. Mark Gregory Mazza. Chandler Chester Mendenhall. Benjamin J. Masuda. Lauren M. Milley. Presenting Lauren with her diploma are her mom and dad, school store manager Linda Milley, and head athletic trainer Jamie Milley. Okay. Mom and dad are really the more important ones anyway, so, right. Matthew W. Mobley. Robert E. Nichols. Kyle William O'Rourke. Joshua T. Osell. Madeline C. Ogerholm. Kai Okada. Mami Onishi. Kellen Osborne. Presenting Kellen with his diploma is his father, middle school faculty member William Osborne. Carlos Pacheco Arce. Catherine G. Paget. Matthew Panaggio, in absentia. Maria V. Parafestis. Nicole Taylor Paris. Hei Wan Park. Lindsay A. Park. Samantha M. Peltier. Brian K. Perro. Bradford Petapal, in absentia. Annie Pham. Dan C. Pham. Julia F. Kowarski. Daniel C. Radell. Delaney S. Randor. Presenting Delaney with her diploma is her father, plant manager Roger Randor. Alondra S. Reed. Andrew D. Ryder. Daryl D. Reynolds. Thomas Rivard. Lena A. Rosenblum. Matthew T.S. Russo. Ki-Wan Ruan. Alessandro Gian Cicino. Rebecca M. Seipel. Juan J. Seo in absentia. Ming Wei Xu. Meng Yan Su. Don John Sanmez. Nicholas D. Saint Laurent. Samuel Steves. Mark Stefaniak. Matthew B. Stevens. Jacob N. Stewart. Kylie M. Stovall. Brooke A. Siegel. Hiro Taguchi. Liang Han Dai. Oh, I lost my hat. That's okay. That's all right. We'll just go with it. I don't need it. Thank you. Okay. Stephen M. Oldfelder, Jr. Jesse L. Valdez. Yishore Wong. Si Chen Wong. Alex J. Watson. San Sam Wei. Elisa Catherine White. Cecil C. Wopker. Pachara Wangsutase Kusan. Ashley N. Woods. Wanju Shu, in absentia. Young Michael Young. Bing Jing Ye. Bernard Yaboa. Alisher Zakharov. Edlin R. Zhang. Matthew H. Zornick. Congratulations, class of 2013.
Congratulations once again to the class of 2013. Ms. Kim Stone will now deliver our benediction.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Go in peace. Amen.
Will all of our esteemed graduates, their families, and friends please join us in Adams Hall in the Megaron for a reception after the ceremony. Thank you very much.